At Transformation Yoga, we share the tools of yoga and meditation for healing and liberation by centering the essential Black lives of Black people. We know that oftentimes Black people and people of color are often pushed to the margins, underserved and underrepresented, not only here in Charleston, but in communities across our nation. As former presidential candidate Mark Charles of the Dene Navajo Nation shares, we get to the heart of our nation's problem with race, which is that we don't have a common memory. We have a white majority that remembers a history, a mythological history of discovery, expansion, exceptionalism, and opportunities. And we have communities of color that have lived experiences of stolen lands, broken treaties, enslavement, Jim Crow laws, boarding schools, ethnic cleansing, genocide, Indian removal, internment camps, segregation, mass incarceration, and families separated at our borders. We have no common memory. I personally believe having a common memory is important to creating community because we're able to begin telling the truth and leaning into the lived experiences of all of those lives that surround us. This creates an opportunity for us to ensure democracy and liberation for all lived experiences and not just one for the majority. We have collectively been invited to form multiple points of common memory. From the introduction of the COVID pandemic to a summer of demanding justice, acknowledgement, and accountability for the public health crisis that has plagued the very foundation of our nation since 1619, racism. We have experienced now the loss of over 400,000 lives while witnessing how wellness and care for some does not promise low risk or care for all. Our futures have been navigating overwhelming teachers, school systems, caregivers are working from home, and feelings of depression and anxiety with no end in sight. Many of us have witnessed the insidious infiltration of spirituality and religion in ways that amplify fear, tyranny, and scarcity over collective care and mutual aid. We are being invited into the posture of creating a world we can envision and hope for together from a common memory of how we have fallen apart. A world where we can envision recognition, celebration, and liberation for all. Beginning today, this Black History Month, I want to share with you the question I sit with often from Nell Sales. And her question is, are we hoping to become more fully human? The nature of our hope determines the outcome of our hope. We belong to the future just as much as we make up the past. I'd love to invite you in this moment to connect with the future that you envision. Connect with our hope. In the way that we seek our next breath, may we seek our liberation. I want to invite you to take a posture of comfort, whether that is lying down or sitting down in your seat. And if it feels good within your body, maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze.